Yo YouTube, what you saying? Sluggy Beats here, back with another video, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make an organ bassline type beat for Bad Boy Chiller Crew. We're also going to be throwing in some nice piano there, so it's going to be a bit more of a lively, like summer sort of tune. Before we get into it, if you could smash that like button just to help me out, help this channel keep growing. Now I'm going to show you the beat of what I've made, and then we're just going to go into breaking it down on how I made it. Right guys, so there you go, you get the idea. We've obviously got like a nice hook section, like the big chorus, and then the verses here for the rapping, and then, you know, we just sort of repeat those sections. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start breaking down the main part of the beat, because all the other sections are just like sort of a diverted, calmer version of that for the verses and stuff like that, and then, you know, building it up and stuff. So yeah, going to start with the main part, which is the organ bass. There you go, nice rhythm there to keep it going. The sound we are using is the Korg M1. We're using the, you know, if we go into the bass presets here, we're using the M1 house split. That's a preset I'm using, and then just added some chorus to it, which just helps make it wider. I've added an EQ at about 200 just to cut out some of the lows and the muddiness to make room for that kick. And then also added some reverb here using the Reverb plugin from Waves. Great plugin for reverb. That's just helping it make it bigger and fuller. Now you can hear this is quite a dirty sounding sort of melody. It's basically because of these notes here, because they're just a semitone apart. If we made this into sort of the key of C major, you can hear it's got a bit more of a cheesier feel rather than like a cheesy happy feel. But as soon as we add these notes in, because they're only a semitone apart, just gives it a completely different vibe, you know, a nice dirty feel, gives it that sort of naughty sound rather than that happy bouncy sound. But Bad Boy Chiller Crew sort of do both, but yeah, this is the vibe I went with for this. Just to make this organ bass a bit bigger, I've doubled it up with the octave below. You can hear super quiet in the background, but it's just nice to add in, you know, just for that bit of thickness in there. Again, with the same plugins on as the original. Then what we've done is we've taken the root notes and we've made some nice piano. You can hear it's that super classic house piano. Again, that's from the Korg M1, and we're using the piano 16 preset, which can be found in, you know, the piano section on the prog, piano 16 there. We're just using that preset. And again, I just dragged the reverb that we've got here, but made it a bit wetter just to make it a bit bigger with it being the piano. We've got the chorus. I think it's a bit more chorus than the bass. And again, just a really strong EQ, because just so then it's not clashing with the bass and the drums again. Now these vocals I've got here are just off Splice, and they just fit really nice with it. Baby, I want you. Baby, I need you. You make it so easy that it's easy to love you. Baby, I want you. Baby, I need you. You make it so easy that it's easy to love you. So yeah, those vocals just fit super well, super nice. Again, just drag the chorus and the reverb. What you want to make sure you're doing when you're adding reverbs to your tracks is use the same reverb preset. So on all these, it's got the Hall preset, and just matching all the reverbs for like your organ, your piano, everything like that it's going to make it all sound more together, because it's going to be like sounding like it's in the same room, basically. It's how I'd best describe it. So yeah, you want to make sure you're using the same reverbs. Don't go using like between hall 1 and hall 2. Don't use hall 2 if you've already used hall 1, like it doesn't make sense. Obviously, if you're messing with vocals and stuff, sometimes you might add a plate and a hall, but if you're using like a hall, just stick with the same hall one. Don't go using one from a different plugin. Now the final thing I added to sort of this melody is just this nice high note, and again, that's just another classic sound from the strings section in Korg M1, just these real strings one. Sounds super classic, super house. And you'll hear that in a lot of these sort of beats, super common just to fill out nicely the beat again. Now the drums, very stereotypical house drums, exactly what you'd expect. I'm going to drag these together just so it's a bit more together. You probably don't need me to explain these too much to you, but I've layered like quite a few hi-hats, quite a few claps, two kicks, just to make it nice and big. I always recommend layering your drums with these sort of beats. Makes it sound so much bigger than just using the one sample. I'd say the only unique thing about this is the claps. It's just, I just made them a bit different, a bit more unique. Just to add a bit of variation, a bit of something interesting, so it's not exactly the same. Now, effects wise, we've got the crashes. I always like to add these 4 crashes like before a drop or something, and then into it. Just helps bring you into the chorus and transition you into it. We've got a nice big crash to combine with it. Beautiful. Got a long sweep. Super nice impact. These sounds are from a sample pack called Kashmir, available on Splice. I'll put a nice little screenshot of the Kashmir sounds, but for these sort of house beats, get yourself on Splice, get you onto the Kashmir packs, because they're unreal effects wise and stuff like that. Something I've really enjoyed doing recently is adding white noise to my choruses in these sort of beats. And if you don't know what I mean by white noise, it just sounds like this. This is off Splice again, super subtle. When you hear it in the beat, it just makes so much more difference. I'm going to play it without the white noise first. Sounds good, don't get me wrong, but when I add the white noise in, just adds so much more. And what the white noise helps do as well is really separate the verses and the choruses, because it just adds that extra impact. And I always like to put these sweepers just repeating throughout the chorus, because I just think it's an effective way to keep building it up, building it up, building it up. Now guys, that's the main body of the beat there. That's like everything that's in this beat, nothing. There's no extra parts to it other than just bringing stuff in and out. Straight after the chorus, I always think it's good to bring it straight down with these sort of beats, just for the vocals to come in nice and thick. So all I've got is just the main bass line and the kick going here. Got that sweeper in again. There you go, the drums have just come back in there just to get a bit more hype up on them verses. Then what I've done, because we're getting closer to the chorus here, is I've just added that piano in but filtered out. So you can see the automation here. Just brought the drums back down again like in the intro. But yeah guys, I hope this video has helped you to make those bad boy Chiller Crew type beats. If it has, don't forget to smash the subscribe button. More videos coming like this. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.